Hey Live fans, I want to share something important, updates on what's next for NBA Live and give you an overview of where we're going with the franchise over the course of this year. It's important that you know that we are committed to NBA Live in the console space, while we won't be shipping a product this fall. We will be back on the courts with something new and exciting for you to experience in early 2017. Our focus this year is to deliver an amazing, high-quality basketball game to a global audience. The best way to do that is through the fastest growing, largest, and most accessible gaming platform that's mobile. As a team, we're really excited about taking the franchise to new places with the worldwide release of our mobile game later this year. More details to follow in the coming months. Sean O'Brien, executive producer of NBA Live. What up, YouTube? What it do, man? It's your boy Tico back, and I got some NBA Live 17 delay reaction news for you guys. This is a video breakdown of how I feel about what's going on with the community, what's going on with the NBA Live franchise, and will it make its epic comeback or triumphant comeback in early 2017. So with that being said, let's go ahead and discuss the issue. So go ahead and smash the like button, and we're gonna go ahead and get it popping, man. So on the screen, I want to start all the way from NBA Live 95, how, you know, this is one of the best years of NBA Live, one of the best coming years of NBA Live, and it was a very fun game, man. I played it all the time. I felt like the gameplay was good for it to be on the Sega Genesis console, and the dev team was on point. They did what they did. But anyway, with that being said, do I think it's good for NBA Live to hold the game back, to delay the game, to try to fix and add modes and do everything they need to do? Absolutely, I think it's good, because number one, if we get another NBA Live and it doesn't have anything we want in it, half of the community, they're going to gripe, they're going to bitch about it. Excuse my French, that's what's going to happen. With that being said, what I really know is what's needed in NBA Live 17 is the edit a player option. NBA Live 2005 on the screen, as you can see, this is what the game was about. Carmelo Anthony, the cover guy. I'm going to edit a player. I can add stuff to his face. I can add headbands to his head. You know what I mean? I can change the colors and do everything I needed to do. It was so robust where you can go in and do what you needed to do. You can do tattoos, but you can do like every accessory to the player, because the player is already going to have the tattoos embedded to their body. But give us the option to create, do what we want to do, to put different sneakers on our players, to change them up if the thing changes. If the player changes during the season, we don't always want to have to rely on the accessories people to do it through an update. Another thing we need in NBA Live throughout this delay is All-Star Weekend. If you guys agree, leave your comments in the comment box below and let me know if you agree that we should have All-Star Weekend back. Now, with that being said, I know why we kind of didn't get it back. If you didn't have motion cap guys come out and do those amazing dunks that Zach LaVine or Aaron Gordon or Vince Carter or Michael Jordan is doing, then why the hell would you put a slam dunk contest in the game? If the gameplay isn't robust and the gameplay isn't smooth, then why would we even have the dunk contest in the game? Which I understand, you have to have the right engine, you have to have everything going right, everything going smooth to actually put that dunk contest in the game. The three-point shootout is much needed. We need signature moves. We need more signature moves. We had a few. When you go in and create your guy for Pro-Am, you go in and you can buy like and unlock different, you know, signature moves, three-point shots, dunks, etc. Okay. So we need those animations in the game, so that means you need motion capturing. So, you know, we know that some guys went out to mocap at Tiburon in Canada, or wherever that is, for EA and NBA, for the NBA Live franchise. You know, I've seen it on Twitter. You know, we got some faces scanned in the game. Okay, cool, awesome. So they have the ESPN license. I feel like they can maximize that license too by adding Mark Jackson to the team, which would be amazing. Leave your comment below if you think they should add Mark Jackson. So on the screen right now, as you can see, we have NBA Live 10, one of my favorite NBA Live franchises. NBA Live 10 was one of the more savvy NBA Lives and one of the more graphically better NBA Lives. The gameplay was amazing. The animations were just astounding. This was the peak of EA and with the Live franchise going up top. And we all know that Mike Wang had a lot to do with this game. So right around the end of the cycle of NBA Live 10, he went back to 2K and started working on 2K11 due to some differences from the articles I read. Shout out to some of you guys on Twitter sending me numbers. Shout out to you guys on Twitter for sending me articles. Shout out to you guys, the Team Tico. Shout out to y'all, man, for real, because without y'all, I wouldn't be who I am. But I wouldn't know a lot of this stuff, like, and talking about in writing, like in perfect form, to know why these things happen. And I already knew some of the stuff, but you know, it is what it is. But with that being said, let's move to the next situation. So we're going to talk about NBA Live 10. The hanger is what you see on the screen as we are looking at, and the hanger was amazing. I'm glad the hanger happened. It was fun, but I liked NBA Live 09's practice facility a lot better than NBA Live 10's hanger. Right? Because the practice facility, you could actually go and meet with Phil Jackson if you're a Laker. You can get Kobe. You can do shoot-arounds. You can do drills. You know what I mean? You can run plays. You can just you had 4 different areas in one huge epic gym. You can shoot around. It just felt so realistic. I didn't cap that part. I didn't even cap it. I should have, but it just took so much out of me to try to get back settled and to cap that. With that being said, man, this is a fun part in the game. So let's go ahead and go into FIBA. FIBA is another strong point that NBA Live had over the years, man, on the Xbox 360 console. That cycle, FIBA was what it was about. As you can see, gameplay, Kobe Bryant, it's USA versus Argentina. And 2K actually implemented those teams into their game, but it just didn't really honestly feel like this. Live 10, FIBA, it didn't feel like this. This was authentic. So now on the screen you see NBA Elite. You have Kevin Durant, who was the cover guy. This game was canceled due to bad gameplay and glitches. From what I've seen, it was pulled. Now I think I've seen a few copies, get around on eBay. It was like a few $1,000s for the copies because they really didn't just release. A few of them went out, but people started selling them, and then people started jailbreaking the PlayStation 3. And then people started, playing the game through jailbroken through a USB stick. And for so on. But as you can see, you see Kevin Durant, and you see him in the practice gym, in the hangar or whatever. And this hangar was something kind of like NBA Live 10, but it just wasn't as good. The graphics wasn't as good. It just wasn't right. And, I don't know. So, anyway, so now we got gameplay right here you guys see with the Los Angeles Lakers in the finals versus the Boston Celtics. And I got who? You know who, aka the Black Mamba, aka who? Kobe Bryant. So he's gonna go ahead and go for the shot. The shot meter was, I don't know, I really didn't like the controls in this game. I felt like they was trying to do, at this time frame of it, they were trying to do too much. Like, you're doing too much, you're putting too much into it, you switching stuff. Like, that's one thing I did, and that's one thing I do notice about the NBA Live franchise. Right around the time they were making like the 04, 05, 06, it was amazing, but they switched the buttons up so much, man, and simplicity is always the best way to go. You know what I mean? Like, simplicity is always the best way to go. And I feel like you should keep it the way it needs to be. If people like it, if it's not broken, they don't try to fix it. That's how I feel about that. But here's the NBA Elite. I want to kind of just go through different years of the games as I kind of explain to you so you can understand what was what. But anyway, now we have another situation. We have NBA Live 14. This is the comeback of NBA Live to next gen. This was a rough year. This is when my man Scott O'Gallagher was on the team, gameplay designer, doing his thing. And this game wasn't like really, it was an awesome basketball game sound, but it was a good game, like, in its own way. I had a lot of fun playing it. This was the peak of my channel. This is when I was really having fun with it. When a lot of people hated this game, man, I was uploading. I can only remember me and Flight were the only people really uploading this known. And I wasn't big. Flight is all big. He's a big YouTuber, but I'm just me. You know what I mean? I just like to have fun, and I was just having fun with it, uploading it. My channel was growing. I was invited out to EA. I was in the Gamer of the Year contest. I mean, this was big for me. I was going up against people like Air Jones, Gator, you know what I mean? People of that stature. You know, Gator and Jones, these dudes, like, they way bigger than Tico. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't end up coming away with dub. Izzy did. Shout out to Izzy. But yeah, man, it's just like one of them things, bro. This was the game, and it really wasn't that fun, but it was a foundation. And I think when you find a foundation, you can build off the foundation. So right here on the screen, as you can see, guys, Miami versus Toronto Eastern Conference Finals gameplay. LeBron James cashing in for the jackpot, doing his thing. Now, I didn't like a lot of the animations in this game. I didn't like the collisions, but one thing that I did love was the ball tangibility, aka Smitty would say, ball tangibility. The ball you actually could feel the basketball. You actually could feel the weight of the basketball. Like, I wish they would have kept that. The bounce passing in NBA Live 14. You can control the passing and stuff like that. Like, that was really epic. And then they took it out in 15. So I just didn't understand, if you got something, keep it. But I don't know if the Ignite engine was not being used in 15 and 16, or is it just using 14? The bounce tech, I don't know. I don't know. I just honestly don't know, because I'm not a dev. You know what I mean? I don't know why certain things were taken out. I don't know why certain things were removed when we actually had certain mechanics in the game that were great. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep giving my feedback, and I'm going to go to the next game. This game is NBA Live 15. This is when I was invited out to EA for the first time in the cycle of this game. Dame Lillard on the cover. I mean, it was just one of them things, and it was so fun. This is when I first met Q, when I first met Air, when I first met a lot of people. I met people, and I was in there rubbing shoulders with devs and with Obes, and my man Scotty was actually over there still, you know what I mean? And it was cool. Now, this game I really liked. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Now, a few animations could have been added. A few more animations like motion capturing. If you were to add motion capturing or motion cap or mocap to this game and just did some core things and then implemented the bounce pass and just go back and just make that ball tangibility feel good, man, this would have been a game right here. This was a great part. So now we're going to move into NBA Live 16. This is NBA Live 16. I was out there doing the development cycle of this game as well. I had something to do with this one, and I really, really worked hard to give all my feedback for the community and my feedback to make sure that this game was solid. Now, it came out rough on release, and the reason I see them holding back 17 is because of the release of this one in the way it released. Only because 8,000 copies were sold at launch compared to 2K's huge accomplishments of selling. 2K has been around, they were established, they did their thing, and I mean, they went all in. And I think the competition is really good because this made them raise the bar when they seen Live, to keep being released, they had to raise the bar. And they raised the bar, and I mean, they raised it. So with that being said, NBA Live, the dev team, EA Sports, is going to step back and create a better game, a better basketball product. They're going to have a mobile game come out, which everybody's all over the mobile game. It's crazy. I upload that joint and get a lot of views just off the mobile game doing the face cam joints. You know what I'm saying? So, it's cool. It's cool. But we got to get a real good console game, man. So, early 2017, I'm expecting to see NBA Live have a lot added. We need a new robust franchise mode, or dynasty, or however you want to call it. We need that. We gotta have that. We gotta have editor player. We need to have All-Star Weekend. We need to have, and if you can't get all of All-Star Weekend, can we get a dunk contest, please, with the motion caption guys you brought out there? That's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling about it. But I do feel that the game is coming out due to me knowing the team, unless it's just crash and burn. Unless they just crash and burn to the point where it's just it can't happen. But I don't see that happening for me being connected to the company. You know what I mean? From the little way I am connected. No, I'm not a dev, but I am somewhat connected. And I do have faith in the dev team. Right now, everybody's, talking about Madden, and it's Madden time. It's football time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole, EA Sports dev team. Shout out to the Madden dev team. And shout out to y'all, man, for watching the video. But don't forget to subscribe, comment. I'm back on YouTube. Deuces.